like the first day on set when we got into Fort Greene projects and Primo, I walked into the projects with Primo. And I'm like this skinny white kid with a tank top on, and I'm coming in with Primo and walking behind Primo, and we walked up to like, I think it was like 4 like youngins. They were probably like 19, 20, and they were all blood. And like they since I was with Primo and the respect they have for Primo, like they treated me like I was one of them. Like they just, what's up, man? Like, and it was just a really, and I felt like if Primo wasn't there, it probably would have been a different conversation. I'm just randomly like, why are you here? But at the same time, it's a situation where it's like, once you get that barrier broken, it's regular life. Like those are regular people out there. They're not out there to rob people, to hurt people. They're out there they just have a brotherhood, and they just have friends. And like, as Primo was saying, like, I think he said this in the last interview that you were like, you wouldn't tell anybody to be blood, or you wouldn't choose that path for anybody. And at the same time, I felt like as soon as I met him, like, I'm not blood, I'm not affiliated with the Bloods, and he's never approached me upon that situation, not once. We're doing a movie, we're great friends, he's like my big brother now. And it's like a situation where it's like he's never said, hey, you want to be blood or you're going to be blood? Like, it was never a situation like that. And I felt like that's the best part about it, like, that people, because they hear the word blood, people forget that that's still a human being and it's still a regular person. And once you break that barrier down and once you feel comfortable with that person, you're gonna realize that they're just regular people, just a little confused on life or a little upset about life. And so to me it was just, I don't know, I loved it. It was a great experience.
This and my last movie, like, I think of them not as first and foremost lesson movies, you know what I mean? But I do conceive of them very actively challenging existing conditions on the ground, whether that be the way we think of an individual or a place or a culture. So in terms of, it's not a message movie per se, but it's a human story that I hope it will have a message, right? Some people may walk away and just be like, oh, like when John kisses Jasmine, it's so sweet, and that's all I really needed from that movie, and that's great, because I think that too, you know. But then I do hope that the larger picture that people walk away with does have a message of sorts. So that was not like halfway through we realized it. I think that's something we talked about very early on. I explained to John very early on, before any of the camera shooting.
How have you guys been, so have you been having fun with the reception? Because you said earlier you've been having people coming up to you guys talking about it. How's that process been?
Scary.
Really?
Scary. No, I'm overwhelmed. I'm ecstatic. I'm happy. To have people appreciate the work and the effort and the passion you put into something, and to come and tell you, you did wonderful. And for me being a first-time actor of sorts, and to be recognized and just praised, like, oh my God, Primo, I cried. It's like, really? I did that? I normally make people cry, but not like that. I did that? So, I mean, I'm overjoyed, I'm happy. I've always wanted an acting career, and I hope there's many more doors opening, Sorry, bro. I'm just saying, daddy's got to leave the nest, But I'm happy. I'm still taking it all in. It's still registering to me in some sort of ways. It's like I'm sitting here, I'm doing an interview, like, yeah, that's me. Like, normally I don't do interviews like this. Normally it's like, yeah, we'll call you back in about 3 weeks. You don't get the job, buddy. Now I'm doing an interview on a film directed by one of the greatest directors, co-starred by one of the greatest co-stars, interviewed by a great team, great support cast. It's like, this is happening, bro. Like, pinch myself 3 times, So I'm in shock, but I'm ready for it. Let's go. Let's do this.
It's cool.
Do you have anything you want to add? How have you been handling the reception?
It was cool. A lot of my family saw it yesterday, so that was really cool. I think the last movie they saw me in was Mosquito, and it was a short film, and I had maybe 5 seconds in it. Probably saw my face twice, and I was like, yeah, I'm in a movie. My whole family came out. They saw Mosquito. They were like, all right, you're really not in the movie, but you're like an extra in the movie. And I was like, well, and then when they saw this, like, it was a real eye-opener, because I'm always telling people I'm acting. I'm always telling people I'm doing stuff. I was telling people for the past 2.5 years that we were filming a movie called 5 Star, and everybody was like, okay, cool. Like, okay, cool, you're cool. And then once this all, like, blew up and the Tribeca picked it up, it's like, it's been love ever since. Like, and I'm just getting a lot of love, and I appreciate it a lot. Like, a lot of high school teachers hit me up, a lot of, like, old friends, and it's like, it's cool. I really, like, I appreciate all the love, and I'll take all of it, because it could be gone tomorrow. So we appreciate it very much. And thank you guys for interviewing us.